From domains that literally cut you into pieces in an instant to the most overpowered domain there is. I'll be telling you guys everything you need to know about every single domain in jujutsu shenanigans. First off, we got domain expansion, Infinite Void. This domain makes it so that every single person inside of the domain, except for the domain caster, gets stunned, with no exceptions. Before using this domain, make sure you have blue, red, and hollow purple off of cooldown, or else it will be nearly impossible to kill all your victims that have full HP. This domain isn't so difficult to counter. All you need to do is use a one-shot move on the domain user, and then that's an easy counter. And also, I'll be rating every single domain out of 10, and this domain gets a 4. Yes, it's useful in combat, but that's the only good thing. The domain is very easy to counter, and it doesn't last as long as the others. Now for the second domain, we got Malevolent Shrine. This domain is pretty simple to understand. Just does take damage to your opponents, which will make them block to try to prevent themselves from taking maximum damage. After that, you can use the Cleave Air variant, the R special, Open, or Rush, because all of those moves bypass blocking. Or if you want an instant kill, you could just use World Cutting Slash on them, because they won't be able to move or dodge without taking some damage. You can counter this domain very easily if the domain caster is at low HP, because at that point you can just fight back. This domain is an 8-out. Very easy to take out your opponents relatively quickly, but very dangerous when you're using it at low HP. Next up, we've got the Restless Gambler's domain, which is Idle Death Gambling. This domain is very good because of the sole reason that it's one of the 2 domains that give you iframes, which means that no matter what happens, you can't cancel it. So if you're in the middle of a combo and the person attacking you falters for even a moment, then you can just use your domain. To keep it short and simple, if you use 2 moves, there's a chance that you will get jackpots. And the way by knowing if the ability you use in the domain works is by seeing if it got recolored to red, green, or gold. The moves that work in this are Shutter Doors, Reserve Balls, Fever Breaker, and your special. But for the last 2 I just said to work, you have to actually hit an opponent with it. Since the special is a counter, it only works if you counter someone with it. Aside from that, once you use your 2 moves, you will be put in a scenario. There are currently only 2 scenarios. The first one being that TZ rushes to the bathroom. If he gets in, you get jackpot. But if he trips instead, you're gonna have to try again. And for the second scenario, TZ is trying to pass a train checkpoint. If he passes it, you get jackpot. But if he flips up in the air, you have to try again. Me personally, I rate this domain 10 out of 10. This domain is very practical. You can basically use it whenever, but you need to be very lucky for this domain to be extra effective. Next up, we got the Perfection domain, embodiment of self-perfection. Using this domain will give every player, except for the person using the domain, a vertical bar next to them. This bar cannot go up, it can only go down. The closer the domain user gets, the lower the bar gets. If the bar goes all the way down until there's nothing left, the victim dies. Pretty simple. At first, this might sound very OP. They also added a downside. This domain breaks after a way shorter time compared to the other domains. 9.5 out of 10. This domain breaks after a short time, but if you have the right moves off a cooldown, this domain will be extremely useful. Next up, we got the next to last domain, Deadly Sentencing. This is the ultimate in Defense Attorney's moveset, so it's like the Restless Gambler's ultimate. It can't be interrupted. But aside from that, what this domain does is that it puts you in a courtroom, just like the one in the manga, and nobody can damage or stun anyone in the domain. And in the courtroom, both the victim and the domain caster get 3 buttons on their screen above the ultimate bar: Confess, Silence, and Deny. Both of them also get a bar at the top of their screen with 3 progress bars symbolizing this progress in your sentencing. For the domain caster, they have to try and click the same button that the victim clicks on. And if that happens, they will get an amount of the progress bar. If they both click Confess, then you get 3/3 of the bar. And for all the others, you get 1/3 of the bar filled. And if you get to the whole bar filled, you get your ultimate, but you can get it even earlier. If you click G or click the ultimate bar at different stages of the progress bar, different things can happen. If you click it with nothing in the progress bar, your domain just breaks. Nothing happens. And if you click it with 1/3 of the progress bar filled, all the victims in the domain lose 2 of their moves. If you click it with 2/3 of the progress bar filled, nothing happens to the victim inside of the domain, but you get 15 extra seconds of your ultimate. If you get 3/3 of your bar, you automatically get your ultimate, and all the victims in your domain lose a single move. This domain is very practical and useful and very versatile. Clear 11 out of 10. Next up, we got the Cursed Partners domain, Authentic Mutual Love. This domain is very easy to understand, which is why this clip is so short. So, when you use the domain, every time a sword falls down, you dash towards the opponent in the domain, and one of 4 things can happen. Honestly, I don't know if it's 4, it might be more, because like this update is very new and not many people know like all about the domain, so maybe there's more things that can happen or more to this domain. Well, aside from that, 4 things that can happen after a sword drops are the Inumaki curse technique, dismantle, this thing that I don't know the name of, cleave, and this normal slash, and this quick thing. That's probably not the name of it, but that's just what it reminds me of, so that's what it is today. So yeah, that was all there is to the Cursed Partners domain. Honestly, this domain, no offense to the developers, it was not worth the wait. Like, this domain is complete ass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, nothing really good. And also this effect of the domain, the passive, where you dash your enemy, like, it can be cancelled by anything. You can even M1 and it will cancel it. So far, like, this domain is pretty ass. Maybe the next update within the rest of the moves will like add something onto the domain. Like, for now, it's like buns. This is a 3 out of 10 in my opinion. Worse than Infinite Void. So yeah, that was basically all for the video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was pretty nice recording this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and join the Discord, of course. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.